Good afternoon, Steph here from Hofkissed, back with you again today with another weekly on Wednesdays video. I hope you're having a good week. Sorry, as always, just trying to fix my camera. This is the card that I'm going to demo today. Has a little bit of splatter, some embossing inside of the card. Lovely fall colors. I posted earlier today, fall is my favorite time of year. And so while this isn't particularly a fall card because it's sending healing vibes, I went with a fall color palette. And this is what I will show you today. So let's bring in some of my materials here. So I have just a scrap piece here. I have 2 pieces of very vanilla cardstock for my layers. So 4 by 5 1/4. I have a slightly bigger piece. This would be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. A smidge bigger. So that I can get my layers. I wanted that pop of color in behind there. And then my card base in 8 1/2 by 11, cut and scored in half. So it's cut at, so if it was this way, it's cut at 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. If you score it first, then you get, you only have to score once and cut once. That's my trick. So then the card is going to measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, and this is crushed curry, and this one is what is it called? Pretty Peacock. Yes, Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock, very vanilla. Okay, so I want these 2 pieces first here. And I am using the stamp set Healing Hugs today for my demo. So I'm going to bring in Sahara Sand ink. And I already have my stamps mounted here. So I'm going to ink this one up. And I'm going to stamp it something like that. And I'll add one more over there. Did I do that one on the inside? No, I did not. So we are done with that one. And we are done with this color. Close it up, otherwise I'll get all inky. For the leaf image, I am actually going to use the Pretty Peacock Stampin' Right marker. I want the brush end. So these have 2 ends here, so I want to paint my finger. That's what I want to do. I want to use it directly on my stamp. So the ink inside here is the same ink as in the ink pads. And you can use the markers to color directly on the stamps. So I like doing that, especially for more detailed ones, or if you don't have all of the ink colors. You can pick up some pens, and they're great Stampin' Right. Not the blends. They got to be the Stampin' Right ones. Stamp and Right. Okay. That one I did do on the inside. But I'm going to set this aside for a moment and bring in some other pieces here. So I'm going to do a little ink trick here. I'm going to ink up my flower with crushed curry, and then I'm going to use Cajun Craze ink. This will only work if you're doing a light and a dark. You don't want to do a dark and then try to do light because it'll go all over your pad. But if you're very careful, I'm just taking the ink pad right to the stamp and kind of going around the edges. And then I'm going to stamp this one right inside the card. And you get this two-toned look. Now, when you do this, you gotta clean it off in between each one, because if I went then and did that again, I'm going to have the darker Cajun craze all over my crushed curry ink pad, and you don't want to do that. So I did one on the inside, and then I stamped one on a scrap piece of paper for the front here, and I fussy cut that out. So I already did that. For the leaves, same thing. I'm going to stamp some on the inside, so I will show you, but then I stamped 2 extra ones. And where's my leaf? There's my leaf. So again, starting with crushed curry, but this time I'm going to bring in some pear pizzazz, and this one gives me trouble. Ugh, haven't used that one as much. All right, the more you use them, the easier it becomes. So again, very light, a yellow, and then I'm going to come and add some of the pear pizzazz at the bottom of the leaves and some Cajun craze at the top. And I'm going to stamp that there. Wipe it off. And then I can come back and do the same thing. Crushed curry, pear pizzazz, and a little bit of Cajun craze, and I'm going to stamp that one at the bottom. So this one, the flower had 2 colors, and the leaves I added 3 colors. So I'm going to close these up because I'm done with those. Yep, done with this. I'm done with this. And I'm just going to bring back my pretty peacock marker again. The Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to color right on the stamp. Let's see, where do I want to put this? Let's put it, let's stick it there. Right over top. Why not? Add some dimension. All right, and we'll stick that one there. All right, done with that one. I will put that away. So, look at that. I got a smudge there. Oh, did you notice? My inky fingers. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, inside done. Now, the front, we had previously done this stamping. Then I took it over to my embossing die cutting machine, and I embossed it with this plank folder. Okay, so do this stamping first, run it through the machine, and you get this nice texture. So I'm going to set that one aside, and now we can work with this one here. And again, I did the same sort of stamping that I did for the inside on scrap pieces of paper, and I've cut those out. All right, so I'm going to move all of that aside because before I adhere it, I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but I've added some splatters here. So for those, I'm going to use my blends. I'm going to come in with light Cajun craze, the brush end, and I'm just going to flick it on the inside of the lid. You can add as much or as little as you want. All right, being very gentle when you're doing that. But I'll hold it up and there's some splatter. So that one, and then the dark pretty peacock, same thing. I'm just going to add some of that blue, adding as much or as little as you want, and just kind of squirting it around. I did not do it on the inside, and that is because on this card I had already put it in. I had already glued it flat, and then I thought it might have looked nice on the inside, but I'm going to leave the inside and only add the splatters to the front. It's a nice little effect. Okay, from here we can start assembling the card. I'm going to glue this one here. And this week I'm not reusing a piece of paper. If you caught last week's video, I tried to hide it when I realized what I did, but some had seen. Anyway, that's the beauty of paper. There's two sides, and the paper is thick enough that you don't see it, but I did not have to do that this week. So I'm going to glue that down. Oh, I am going to bring in my scrap. This is 3/4 of an inch wide, and my Sending Healing Vibes. And I'm going to bring back my Pretty Peacock marker again and color directly on the stamp. Stick my head in here, move it down. Pray that it's straight. No, it's not really straight. Okay, do it again. I might really have to move it down so I can see what I'm doing. It's hard to... Oh, it's hard to do this on camera when the camera's in my face. Okay, that could have been really bad. Okay, try this again, Steph. Ah, okay, try the other side. Last try, and then I'm gonna move on. I should have pre-done this one. Okay. Of course, when I did the original, it was first time, you know? Okay. Really stuck my head in this time. Better. Okay. And I didn't quite ink it up. So now I can use the other end. And just... Oh, almost. There. Perfect. Okay. This one, I had to see what I did. Cut on an end. You know what? When I pop this up, because it's so dark on the other side, I am going to see it. So I'm not going to use this one after all. Okay, I'm not going to redo it again. But once you do that, and it works out great, you would line it up like so. Trim off the back. All right. And then I pop that up. I'm not going to do it with this one because I can actually see the wording behind. So I'm going to omit it, and I'm going to finish that up later. All right. Say you've done that and that's glued on, then you can go ahead and glue this part to the front of your card. All right. And bring back my other pieces and glue this one on. I think my glue's a little clogged. All right, glue this one on the inside. And get it straight. All right, and to finish up here, I'm just going to figure out where I want my flower to go, because I'm going to pop up my flower, and I'm just going to add glue to the back of my leaves and tuck those in behind there. So I did one there and one down here, like so. And I did.
What went wrong?
I'm not talking to you, Alexa. That was weird. All right. Add dimensionals to the back. Oh, it's such an interesting day here today. Okay. Nothing like a good old Facebook Live. Ta-da! Yay! So, this is with the finished sentiment there. What do you think? Pretty quick and easy card. And if you haven't seen this sort of thing, an easy way to add different colors of ink to your stamps. I hope you enjoyed today's live video. Thanks for tuning in, whether you tuned in live or after the fact. Let me know what you think of the card. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll catch you again next Wednesday. Oh, this is one of the designs we're making in my monthly card fix class, which is usually the third Thursday of every month. But because of busy summer schedule all over the place and whatnot, I've moved it to next Tuesday, which is still the third week of the month, but it will be on Tuesday, August 20th here in studio. So we make 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs. If you are interested in coming, really no experience necessary, pretty, stepped up cards, but anyone can do it. Lots of fun. So check out my events tab on my page here and click that you are going. If you just say that you're interested, that's fabulous that you're interested. But I need to, I prep kits based on people that say they're going. So make sure that you have selected going. And that's it for me. All right. Have a great week. Bye.